Game 1 of the World Series, rookie sensation Randy Arozarena leading the Rays against Mookie Betts and the Dodgers after a pair of, wild 7-game championship series. Both teams have their sights set on the Fall Classic. Tonight, 7:30 Eastern, only on Fox. Nick, what are you expecting from your guy, Clayton Kershaw, tonight? Game 1, my friend.
Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night.
Tonight.
7 innings, 4 hits, 8 Ks, 1 earned. Some redemption for Clayton Kershaw. I might have, Brandon, put a little Monday, Tuesday parlay. Chiefs to win by at least 5.5, and the Dodgers to also win tonight. They were minus 170. You put those together, pays about 2.5 to 1. Let's go, Clayton. Come on, man.
Hey,
you owe me a lot of money, Clayton Kershaw. You make $37 million a year.
37?
Say it again? Yeah.
37?
That's good. He's going to earn it tonight, baby.
Hump, Nick.
Yeah,
32 years. It's been 32 years. They finally get over the hump. Right. Let's go.
I've been betting on it most of this.
Jenna, you know this more
Dodgers
than any of us. Oh, man.
All right, let's talk some New England Patriots. Cam Newton has said over and over to anyone who would listen, the answers to the Patriots' offensive problems are in the building. Well, clearly he didn't specify which building, as the Patriots' offense looked bad on Sunday. Cam threw 2 picks. New England didn't get into the end zone until the middle of the 4th quarter in a loss to Denver. So is it time to panic in New England? Cam still doesn't think so. Take a listen.
There's no need to press the panic button. There's no need to, start reinventing the wheel. We have the answers, and I said again, we have the answers in that locker room. I heard a person say once, I don't point fingers, I point thumbs. And with that being said, I take full responsibility of where we are as an offense and knowing here moving forward that it starts with number 1, and I will be better. Right. The sky may be falling for the next couple of days, and listen, I bring my umbrella, my raincoat, and everything else that I need, to get the job done. And I know, we will get the job done, and here moving forward, we will have more production here in a positive way.
All right, as someone who lives with a Patriots fan, in Belichick we trust. So, Brandon, I will ask you on a scale of 1 to 10, how panicked should Patriots fans be at this point?
I love this energy from Cam. This is a 1 on this scale. This is absolutely a 1. Look, this guy was signed late. He had no preseason, no offseason, and a new organization, a new system. He barely played last year. He barely practiced this week. In the last 2 games, they would have won if it wasn't for COVID-19 finally affecting the win-loss column. So for that reason, it's a 1, Nick.
So I thought I was going to go low on the panic meter and call it a 3, but 1's even lower than that, obviously. The Patriots, because of their schedule to close the season, they just need to tread water through the first 8-9 weeks of the year. Then they get the Texans, they get the Chargers, they get the entire AFC East at the end of the year. And as we are now, America is realizing what I've been saying all year long, the Bills are not that good. So 10 wins will win this division. So I don't think they should panic at all, but Wilds, I'm going to throw a little curveball at you, because I'm going to tell you something that I saved until this very moment. Because yesterday, while Brandon and I were yelling at each other about Case Keenum's credentials, I got a text message from what I will call a trusted NFL source. And the text message said, the Odell trade rumblings are rumbling again. And I look around the league and I say, who is a team that if he were to become available could fit him in under the cap, would make sense, has an obvious need there, and the top of that list is your Patriots. Now, the text said nothing about the Patriots. I want to be clear here. I want to be clear that A, the text was not from Odell, I promise, I give my word. And B, the text did not say any team in particular. I'm connecting the Patriots dot when I was told that the Odell trade rumblings are starting to rumble again. And I do think your Pats need another weapon. Is he drinking a beer? Wild just had a beer ready?
It's water, but
8 a.m. He had a beer ready in case I brought up Odell. So I do think they could use another weapon so it's not Ryan Izzo going over the middle, fumbling the game away. But I think the Patriots are going to be fine, and I think they could be downright dangerous. Had they added Le'Veon Bell, they didn't. If they were to make a trade for a wide receiver, which maybe they could, Wilds.
Okay. So if you're saying Odell is on the block, then that changes the whole NFL world, and obviously we want that. To Jenna, to your question, am I worried? I've got a new segment. It's called Super Hot Take. You ready for this? I break it out.
Yeah.
It's so hot, I actually break it out here. Here's the hot take. You ready for this, Nick?
Yeah.
Excuses. Underrated. Hottest take of the day. Excuses are underrated. Everybody in the world's been watching too many Instagram motivational videos. You know what? The real world doesn't work like that. We're not Marines, okay? We're not firefighters. It's just you can have excuses in the world. It's all right. Don't believe the person trying to get you to sell real estate on Instagram. No excuses in your life. There's plenty of excuses. It's okay. The Patriots have 3 losses. They lost by a yard to the Super Bowl bound Seahawks. The JV Patriots lost to the Super Bowl bound Chiefs. And Cam Newton, who practiced twice on the field in 16 days, and the rest of the time was on a Zoom call, probably being like all the rest of us, like, am I on mute? What's going on? I can't see you. How do I open up the classroom file, the XL, so I can get to the reading portion? Doesn't matter. Excuses are okay. Our defense is tremendous. And Nick, here's the thing. I view the Patriots season a little bit like a college basketball team, where it's like, you know what? We just need to peak at the end. I know we're not peaking.
Yeah, peak at that's right.
We just need to peak at the end.
Get to March.
And it's not going to be a classic Patriots season where we're rolling. We're down now. Big East tournament. We're getting a little hotter. Next thing we go in the tournament hot.
Right. I want to ask Brandon a question. Brandon, because of what Wilds and I are baking in to this analysis is that the Bills are not going to win 11, 12 games, that the Bills are going to go from 4-0 to a middling team. I know that, you've been fair about how they've played the last couple weeks, but I don't think you're as down on them as we are. Like, how many wins do you think it takes to win the AFC East? Oh, you might be. Oh, okay.
I'm not. I may be when you see how Josh Allen is regressing. They have a tough schedule ahead of them. And then the Patriots, they have the 7th easiest remaining schedule in the NFL. For that reason, I think that this could easily go back to the Patriots, which is so frustrating because the Bills have everything they need. I don't know what happened to that defensive line. The Chiefs were able to run right through them. Josh Allen regresses. He can't hit a 5-yard check down. This is all bad. This is all bad. But before
real quick, Brandon,
before COVID, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we're talking about the team in first in the AFC East and the team in third in the AFC East, but the team in second that I did pick to make the playoffs but not win the division, quarterbacked by your BFF, Ryan Fitzmagic, they're sitting there, just kind of, you know what I mean? They're sitting there just to shut out a team, quietly saying, if it's only going to take 10 wins, can we get in that discussion? So I do think
about us.
I think the AFC East is going to come down to the end of the year, Jenna. But to Wild's point,
Fitzmagic hasn't turned on yet.
Right, well, it turned on in either direction. But if it comes down to weeks 15, 16, 17, Jenna, you got to like the Patriots' chances.
All right, guys, let's play a little love or hate. So how about this from the Titans-Texans game? Head coach Mike Vrabel from Tennessee intentionally taking a penalty to save 40 seconds. Tennessee ended up scoring the game-tying touchdown with 4 seconds left to send it to overtime. So Vrabel was asked about the play and gave his best non-answer answer. Take a listen.
We have to do a better job with penalties. We had 7 of them, I think, pretty uncharacteristic. We had a few on offense. So, we have to be better in all areas. And I think the penalties are one thing that we focus on, communicating, trying to give ourselves the best chance to win a football game.
All right, Nick. Love or hate this move from Mike Vrabel?
I want to give him a standing ovation. I love it so much. This is so smart. We don't have to get into the minutiae of what happened. Essentially, if you're trying to save clock, the worst thing your opponent can be in is 2nd and 1, because they're going to get the first down and they're going to be able to run 40 seconds. So he just gave him the first down, saved the 40 seconds. Brandon, I think Vrabel, understanding this is the second year in a row, he has understood a bit of a loophole in the rules to give his team a better chance to win. I think it's brilliant. I'm shocked more coaches don't understand it, and I love it from him.
Because, I mean, he's stealing a lot from Bill Belichick, rightfully so. Two things I loved about it. One, he's finding ways to get the edge. They literally sit down and figure out how can they manipulate the entire system. That's one, get to the edge. And two, be extremely elusive in a press conference. We've seen Bill Belichick do that better than anyone. I love Vrabel. He is a phenomenal head coach.
He's great.
I know you're going to say I'm a hypocrite for this.
Just telling this guy, stay back.
But once a Patriot, always a Patriot. So I like Vrabel, but I also like Romeo Crennel on the other side. The NFL probably needs to take a look at all of the Vrabel and Belichick-esque rules, specifically Vrabel. You can leave Belichick out of it, where the rules can be manipulated to your team's advantage. Like, obviously, Romeo, like, there should be an option. This is not fair. It's fundamentally manipulative and not fair.
No, it's not, because Romeo could have declined it. Romeo didn't know what was going on. I love Romeo.
Oh, if
he
Romeo could have declined it, then I fold.
It's not like last year. Last year with the punt, with the clock outside of 5 minutes. Right, and by the way, I don't blame him for not getting it. Nobody knew in real time. The announcers didn't know. Nobody knew until after the fact.
We just like last year, and I still don't really know what's going on.
They have no discipline. This is terrible. This is going to hurt them.
Right, and so the announcers didn't get it. They were criticizing the Titans, and Romeo could have declined it, but he didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know he
And
could have.
bravo to Mike Vrabel for getting it. Back to Buffalo for last night's big Chiefs win. Run, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, run. Next, first things first.
How many times he could have